Good afternoon, Dr. Sitaraman.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the latest episode of Doha Bank's Knowledge Management Forum. You are the key speaker in the monthly dialogue series of Georgetown University for this month, and the focus is on sustainable development for economies and corporations.
That's right.
Could you tell us what is your idea of sustainable development?
Sustainable development is to create a unifying level playing framework across the globe, ensure they're going to keep maintaining the pace. It's not mercurial, up and down. Consistency, and again, setting universal standard for global growth, ensuring the global warming and climate change doesn't, environment sustainability comes in. Global warming and climate change is measured, managed, and controlled. In addition to big corporations, small and medium-sized entrepreneurs comes in. Global growth we create, global employment opportunity we create. We bring in ethical and moral governance, whether it is currency war or trade war, whether it is politics or economics. The conclusion remains, we want to create alleviation of poverty, measures which are important to alleviate poverty. We also want to create environment sustainability. We want to make sure economics and politics converge to create a new world order, so that the world is becoming a better place to live. We also be futuristic in our substance, so that we give knowledge society as a prime goal. These are some of the measurable, manageable objectives of sustainable development.
Dr. Sitaraman, what are the challenges that you see in the area of food security?
Food security is a major concern. Imagine 76 countries, over 700 million people today is not having food security. Their day-to-day living is challenged. The current population of 6.8 billion will become 9.1 by 2050. We need incremental food supply over 70%. Where is it going to come from? Water. Again, scarcity is huge. Food supply. What are the solutions for the weather pattern? No longer we can de-link climate change, poverty, and food security as three different pieces. They are one, interconnected in real order.
So how can climate change be a threat for global food supply?
Of course, weather pattern changes, monsoon changes. Again, the water requirement changes. These changes have got direct impact in the food production and food supply and food distribution. While consumption is at an incremental level with the population increase, where there is a change in the weather, increasing temperature, rising sea levels, melting ice, this will have direct consequence in terms of overall food production. We have seen classic evidence, natural calamities destroys the agricultural crops. Flood creates huge calamities, natural disaster. How are we going to fix it? There is definite evidence human activity plays a big role in increasing the weather conditions. Agricultural patterns and global climate patterns are no more predictable. We can estimate, these estimates are consistently being challenged. That's precisely the reason we have agreed on a compliance architecture, global warming and climate change in multiple form and substance. Countries in the developing world are still working together to make sure we reach a consensus, whether it is Bali or Copenhagen or Mexico or South Africa or Doha or last year Poland. Today we are still converging on our unified principles to see climate change measures needs to be factored in our trade, investment, banking and finance.
What are the measures you suggest to promote food security?
Food security, we need, first of all, agriculture production should be smart agriculture. Agro reforms tested, scientific, proven cultivating habits needs to come in. And again, ensuring weather factors are understood, the changing dynamics are understood, and again, food production patterns get realigned in line with the changing dynamics. It varies from continent to continent, country to country, and again, crop to crop. Those are needs to be understood. Modernizing the complete agricultural production, ensuring monitoring mechanism, online real-time supply of information so that effective actions can take place. Digitizing the measurement tools mechanism is equally important. Ensuring the storage systems are scientific, ensuring scientific reorder levels are comes in, distribution systems are not throwing any wastage, creating a pattern by which supply and distributions to common man, commonhood is scientifically executed, whether it is a liquid or solid. We need to make sure we produce, store and distribute scientifically.
How do you think the GCC economies have done so far in managing the food security challenge?
Very little has been done. We realized in 2007 and 8 what a huge task this is. We have resources. The water is, according to World Food and Agricultural Committee of United Nations, this region has got a lot of scarcity and saline, and that's precisely the reason we have to take the seawater and then desalinize it. We don't have a real water supply to do agriculture, so we have to depend on the global operations. And December 2012 they have come to terms. They have set up a GCC-wide policy framework. They earmark funds. They have a clear model by which supply chain will come in. Every country which has got investable surplus, they are investing in whether it's Morocco or Sudan or Egypt or Australia. National Food Security Program is integral part of the overall governance framework. They are buying out, whether it is Amazon or Australia, the lands, agricultural lands, and consistent supply has been framed up so that this becomes commercially viable for us to have a long-term sustainable model comes in. This is not an end itself. We need to keep setting up right standards for us to execute food production, food distribution, and food storage comes in with the economic momentum in the offing.
Thank you for sharing with us, Dr. Seetharaman.
My pleasure. Thank you.